Like Mary Poppins, feed the birds.
Simple pleasures have come to mean so much more during lockdown. Last April, when we first met Marie McClinchy, she was holed up in her first floor flat. She has terminal cancer, so she was having to shield. Her bucket list of things to do had been put on hold, but she was hoping it wouldn't be for long.
It's not on my radar. It's it's a negative thought, and I'm sort of trying to be positive.
Staying positive has proved a struggle for Marie, particularly as her latest round of chemo hasn't been as effective as she'd hoped.
You do feel like you've been robbed of at least, a year. It has been a year. You have been robbed of a year where you could have been doing things special with the people that you love.
Do you today then feel any sense of relief?
To be honest, no. Not at the moment. I think at the moment, until things are a little bit better, maybe when I've had my second jab as well. But no, for me, I think it is still too early.
Have you seen where the irises are coming up?
Zena and Ray's garden has been their sanctuary for the last year. They've only left the house on a handful of occasions for hospital visits. Last April, they were philosophical about their enforced confinement.
We will cope.
We will cope, yes, if it means staying alive.
Looking back, they say the hardest thing has been not seeing their grandchildren. They plan to see them over Easter, but will wave from the car. Ray has been ill and says the recent scenes of crowded parks has made him wary of going out.
When you see these idiots gathering together on the parks, no masks, just as if it's all over, it's all finished. It hasn't. It isn't like the war. When the war finished, everything could start going back to normal. But it hasn't finished yet. People are still dying. People are still catching the COVID.
15-year-old Isabel Summerton is now back at school after spending most of the last year in hospital or shielding at home. She had a rare illness known as HLH and had to have a stem cell transplant. Now she's back in the classroom studying for her GCSEs.
It's good to be back at school, and it's good to be able to meet people in the park, more than one person. But it's still going to be very hard to just live as normal as possible.
When I saw you nearly a year ago, you said you thought the thing you'd miss most is your freedom, being able to do what you want when you want. Do you feel like you've got that freedom back?
I can definitely relax a bit more about just everyday life, but I've definitely still got to be careful.
The government has echoed that sentiment, urging those like Isabel and Marie who've been shielding to remain vigilant. For them, freedom is still more of a dream than a reality.